guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree if you are new here, and in today's video I want to take you guys behind the scenes. I want to show you guys my filming setup, kind of like how I plan for videos, how I prepare for videos, all of that good stuff. I don't know, I just thought that it might be interesting for you guys to see a little bit of the behind the scenes, not just like the final, edited video. And I also just thought maybe it might be helpful for other smaller creators like myself, particularly those of us with ADHD and the like. So I'm going to be upfront. I plan and then I plan my planning and then I plan my planning of my planning kind of thing. Like I am very meticulous about my note taking and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought that you guys might be interested in a little behind the scenes setup. So if you guys want to hang out and chat about some behind the scenes stuff, then just keep on watching. So I film in what we call our office. We have a 2-bedroom apartment, and we actually chose the master bedroom to be our apartment. So my husband is a musician, he's also a producer, and I obviously film content and do makeup all the time. And this room was the room with a walk-in closet, which doubles as obviously storage, and I do store like some of my makeup stuff in there, particularly my brushes. I actually have my brushes on a little rolling cart that I tuck away in the rolling closet. I tuck away in the walk-in closet every day. That has been a massive game changer ever since I started doing that, because it means that my brushes are not constantly covered in cat hair. So that's been a game changer. It also doubles as like a vocal booth and things like that as well. So as I kind of show you guys this room in a little bit, you guys are going to see soundproofing foam. There's actually soundproofing foam behind me that's used for my husband being a musician and all of that. We acquired this couch that I am sitting on that sits way too fucking low to the ground. Fun fact for you, whenever you guys see me filming, I am always either sitting on a stack of pillows or I am sitting on my feet. And so usually when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go like do my bass off of camera or whatever like that, I like immediately get off of my feet because my feet are falling asleep kind of thing. So I obviously have my little shelves behind me. I also, you can see like holes because we've had to rearrange the room a couple times for different reasons, and so my shelves kind of move with the couch. But yeah, I use my little shelves as my little filming background. I change this stuff out seasonally. Right now I'm in my November, got my pumpkin pie, got my little background. I like to put a little like seasonally appropriate blanket back here as like a little throw for the couch, because otherwise it's just a plain gray like tufted couch. And while it's a beautiful couch, don't get me wrong, it's super comfortable and it's super soft despite it being incredibly low to the ground. I also think this blanket's super cute. Any blanket you ever see back here is from Kohl's. It's their like big one throw blankets, which are just like divine, and I have honestly way too many of them. I have multiple for like every season because we have them on the couch. When it's warmer weather, those are the blankets that we sleep under, and I force my husband, well, they're throw blankets, so they're smaller, but even like during like full blanket season, I always force my husband to not share a blanket with me because he's a fucking blanket hog. So I just have 1,000 of these blankets, so I always, try to make use of them by using filming backgrounds and stuff like that. And it just it adds something extra aside from just like, the wall and like what I put back here. Those are always fake candles back there. I did buy some candles that they're fake candles obviously, that you can change the color of them, and I thought that it would be super cute to be able to like match the candles to whatever makeup color like I was doing. Like if I was doing like purple, I would have purple candles. But I realized very quickly that the lighting that I have in here blows out the candles, like makes the light not as visible. So I have abandoned that, and now I just have like 15 of those different colored candles on my dresser in the bedroom. A fun fact for you is this setup right here, Like, so my blanket and my decorations are always about a month ahead of the rest of the house. So officially starting this like holiday season, starting with the fall decorations that I had in September, and then obviously Halloween, now I'm back to fall, and then I'll have kind of Christmassy, wintry for a couple months. But I bought like a tiny tub, and I was like, I need to keep this stuff separate because I was hitting a point where I was bringing home like my house decor months early, because I was like, I have to update my background, but like I don't need to put up my decoration super early. So while this is my like November, Thanksgiving, fall decorations, the rest of my house has up Halloween decorations. And so a month before that, I had Halloween decorations up in here, and the rest of my house had some fall decor up. And then the month before that, I had fall decorations up in here, and the rest of my house was still just like non-seasonal, just like basic home decor. So that's a little fun fact for you, that I am always ahead of myself in terms of decorations in here. It gets really funny, like for a couple years I was actually to the point of like getting really far ahead of myself, where I ended up having to pull back because I was having like Christmas decorations in here in like October, and I was like, it looks really funny. And like I would have people over and I'd be like, don't look at my walls, like it's super embarrassing, I have Christmas decorations up and it's fucking October. But yeah, I'll give you guys a little room tour, this room is a fucking disaster, and I will explain it when I do give you guys a little room tour. I'll kind of show you guys everything that's all up in here. But before I do that, before I take my camera off the tripod and everything like that, I do want to show you guys my planning. Should I have planned ahead better and not had my iPad at 21%? Yes, but I live out of this iPad. I am in this iPad basically every single day. I will throw out there that, so we went to visit my husband's family in New York in the middle of September. We were gone for 5 days, and I don't know, like I came back, and before we left, I was really far ahead on editing. I was decently far ahead on filming, and like I felt like I was in a really good role. Like I was going really good before we left, and then I feel like we came back and I kind of just like lost all will to do it. Like I love filming and I love doing makeup, so that part wasn't difficult, but like the editing, the planning, the researching for some of the videos, like my history of band videos, it just like it got really, really overwhelming because I hadn't done it. And I didn't do it for 5 or 6 days. Technically longer than that, because if you want to count the week before we left or the week that we left, I worked every single day up until we left. And then when we got back, because it fell over a weekend, when we got back, I worked every single day once we got back. So it was about 2 weeks where I didn't film, I didn't really edit much, and I just kind of like, I don't know, I wasn't in the groove with it, or as my husband would say, musician-wise, I wasn't in the pocket. So it's been a struggle to get back into that vibe. We've now been back for over a month in my time, and I am just now starting to feel like I'm kind of getting back into the pace of things. But with that being said, I live out of this thing. I don't have any of the special fancy notes apps. I've tried a couple of them. They just don't vibe with me in the same way. And honestly, I think a big part of that is because the fact that it's only the like in-house product, like in-house app, which there you can see it, has this very specific pen type that I love. I think that's been part of it, that like something about writing with that specific pen type just gives me such dopamine that like I've tried other apps, and even if they've been like inherently just as good or better, but like they don't have that pen type, and it doesn't do it for me then. So when it comes to video planning, I have written out what I call my upload schedule. Now, I know this is 2023 and then it starts in August. August was when I switched from 2 videos a month up to 3 videos a month. So rather than erasing, and I just started a new a new one. Have all of the videos. I think you can see where I went on vacation, lost 2 videos in the month of September, but you can see kind of where I'm at. I just write out the dates that I am putting up videos, and I write in the names. So I honestly, like, I plan pretty far ahead, and certain things I can write in like months in advance. So for example, declutters, I can actually sit down in my I've already done it. I can sit down in my 2024 upload schedule, which has January through December, and I've written in like base declutter, palette declutter, blah, blah. Like, I've written them all in month by month so that I don't forget. But yeah, certain things like my history of bands, I have those pre-planned, like at least who it is and what day I'm putting them up pretty far in advance, little subject for change and stuff like that. But for the most part, that gets filled in, and then I kind of fill in the blanks. I'll put in my Project Pan updates. I'll put in, like, if I've done a haul recently, I'll pre-plan when I'm doing a speed review, things like that. But I kind of pre-plan all of that out, and then I fill in the blanks in between. I'm not going to show you my 2024 schedule because then you'll just see every single video that I'm putting up. Basically, that is where I start. I will plan out what days I'm putting up videos, what videos I'm putting up, and then I can go in, and when I'm really truly planning like what is happening that month, then I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, once I have that month fully planned out, I can then truly start to break down, okay, so I'm doing, let's say for example, my history of motionless and white video. Okay, so that's going to be on that date. Okay, have I planned out that video? Have I written the script for it? Do I know what makeup style I'm doing? All of that stuff. So that's when we get into, and I'm going to show you guys October because I'm still in October in my time. But that's where I can get into, okay, have I planned that video? No, have I filmed that video? Have I imported it into my computer? Because sometimes I don't do that immediately. And then, you know, have I edited it? Have I uploaded it? Prepping it is just filling in like the description box, tags, all that good stuff, and then have I made it live. Once it's live, I erase it from the top. Once a row is fully done, I erase it as well, except for I leave the top one, the most, I like to see the full rainbow. Anyways, I also will count out how many filming days I have, because some days I only film 1 video, some days I can film 2. Like, for example, I filmed 2 videos today. So one of them, like this video, is a talking video, so I can film a makeup video and then I can turn around and film a talking video, and I can knock out 2 videos in one day. So when I'm counting out my filming days, I go, okay, so I have, you know, 1 makeup video, I have 1 day that's makeup and talking, you know, and I'll try to plan it out so like my longer makeup videos, like my shot my stashes, my history of bands, things like that I know are longer videos that take longer to film, I do those on their own. And then the days that I can film like a shorter video, like today was my tutorial for cheek makeup application. I knew that was going to be a shorter video to film, so I knew I could film another video after it. And I also do the same thing for editing. So up in this box, I will list all of the videos for that month. Again, I'm still in October, so I'm still doing that. I don't know why I started doing that, but I will remind myself how many behind I am. So how many videos I have fully filmed, but I have not edited. So currently, as of right now, I'm behind by 4. And then importing on here is importing them into Final Cut. Setting up is me honestly just putting all of the files in order in the project. Color grading is pretty easy, pretty obvious. Cutting, you know, all the ums and the pauses, and then, you know, speeding up when I need to speed up and blah, blah, blah. Presets is my beginning and ending clips. Music obviously gets added in there as well. And then my add-ons. Add-ons is images, videos that I need to splice. And that's mostly for my history of bands, but I've also had other videos where I've needed to bring in product images and things like that. Rendering is, again, it's just rendering the project so that it bounces more efficiently. Bouncing, saving it to my computer, making the thumbnail, deleting everything but the final product from Final Cut. And then obviously also deleting the individual raw files from my camera and from my memory card, and also from my computer because I don't need to save those. But super easy. Once again, once I finish a video from here, I delete it from the top. Very simple, very easy, but breaking it down step by step like that just to make sure that I don't forget anything. Editing specifically at this point is very like, it's become very second nature. I don't need to reference like, did I cut? Did I color grade? Did I add my music? Blah, blah, blah. It's very second nature to me. But being able to just have something to check off to remind myself, okay, I did that. It really just helps keep me accountable on the process, especially on days where like, say I started okay, here's a perfect example. My history of bands videos take me a long time to edit. I have to cut them, and then once they're edited and cut, I have to acquire all of my music videos, my pictures, my tour flyers, all of that, and then I have to re-import that all into Final Cut. And then I am now going back through the video from the beginning, and I'm putting those files in where they belong and making sure that the sound is good and making sure that it all is timed perfectly and everything like that. And then I'm going back in and I'm, doing this. And so typically my history of band videos get broken down into days. And so being able to see that check mark and see where I left off helps a ton in keeping me focused on where I need to be. I do also have the same thing for short form content. I write out which days I'm posting short form content, and then I check it off as I go. Did I film it? Did I send it to Dropbox? And I actually edit all my short form content on here because I have Final Cut on here as well, and then put it back on Dropbox so that I can put it on my phone so that I can post it to YouTube and TikTok. And no, I can't airdrop it because I use Android for my phone. So before you ask, yes, I do have to add extra steps in there of uploading it and importing it from Dropbox and all that. It is what it is. I hope that this is interesting to you guys. I feel like when I was like first starting out as a content creator, like I would have loved to see a video like this just to kind of get an idea of like, what the fuck do I do? But also in the same breath, like getting to see little behind the scenes stuff of other like massive content creators that I follow. It's so interesting to me. Like I don't know, it's something that I find interesting, and part of that is probably because I do create content myself. But even before I was creating content, like getting to see that little like glimpse into, I don't want to say their whole life, because I can do watch vlogs and stuff like that of certain people, but like getting to see that glimpse of like how the whole thing works, like I don't know, I've always found it interesting, so I hope that you guys are finding it interesting. I also have this little breakdown, which just is more so like me being able to look at something at a glance. I have the date, I have what's getting posted that day. So like for example, today I'm posting short form content, and then today I am filming my cheek video and my behind the scenes video, and so I just kind of erase it as I go. And I go a couple weeks out. Pretty soon here you're going to see some blockouts on the filming side because my mom is going to be having surgery soon, which means I am going to be working a lot more. So, and as it stands right now on October 20th, I have no idea what the schedule is going to look like, what my days off are. Like right now and before that, my days off have pretty much almost always been the same, or I've known in advance. Like if I have an appointment on like a Tuesday, I know that I'm going to be off on that Tuesday. But I'm pretty much always off on Thursdays and Fridays, so it's very easy for me to plan ahead and just kind of, and obviously too, it's iPad, super easy. I can very, very, very easily adjust and kind of restructure things as needed. I do that all the time. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on in November yet, so I'm not filming. I started to fill stuff in based on guesses, and then I was just like, I'm making more work for myself because I have absolutely no guarantee that is what this is going to look like for me. But yeah, that's just like my quick, like, it's easy for me to look at this and know exactly what's on what date and just really keep an idea. You guys are seeing some you know, what's coming up soon. But actually maybe not, because I do film quite out of order. See, that's the other thing with being able to keep these exact lists. I can look and go, what do I need to film? Like, okay, so I have an appointment on this day, but I have filming time, you know, in this chunk of the day. What can I squeeze in here? So I don't, like, my list of what's getting posted that month is never filmed in order. Like, I jump around all over the place. Okay, so I'm off on this day and I don't have any appointments and I don't have that much to do. Okay, let's film the longest video that day, kind of thing. So it just helps me kind of make the best use out of my time. And then honestly from there is all kind of day-to-day planning. I have like my Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Friday, Sunday through Saturday, whatever it is. Every single day I have a to-do list that I update, and on, say for example, today, which is Friday, I have broken down exactly what it is that I have to do. I've done quite a bit of this already. I just decided to leave it so that you guys could see it. Again, a lot of this is second nature. I don't need to be told to get ready for filming, but it's just writing it down and then erasing it from here, just it's easier. And so as you can see, you know, I did my intro, now I'm doing my behind the scenes. And then when this video is done, I'll film an outro, I'll take a picture for my thumbnail, and that's that. And then I remind myself to import it. I gotta post my short form content for the day, and then I have to prep a video that's going up tomorrow because everything got pushed back a day this week. Again, I have these dates written out, but things are flexible for me. I have, you know, my week goes short form content, long form, short form, long form, short form, long form. So if something happens where, for example, I'm a little behind on editing, or I didn't get a chance to prep that video, I can always go, okay, well, let's post a short form today, and then tomorrow, rather than posting a short form, I'll post a long form, and I just kind of bump everything back by a day. It is what it is. Sometimes I just don't post short form because I'm lazy and I forget, or I get super busy, because 9 times out of 10, like, short form is easier to film and easier to edit, but it takes longer to post because I have to do it in that moment. Whereas long form content is already filmed, already uploaded, already filmed, already edited, already uploaded, already prepped. All I have to do is go onto my phone and click a button and it goes live. So it's a lot easier for me to just do that quickly in between customers when I'm at work or whatever, rather than having to sit down and I have to, you know, do the whole process of short form content. Point proven, by the way. I had to get off my feet for a second because they're falling asleep, and also it's super hot in here, so my legs were getting sweaty. You know, it is currently 84 degrees outside, and in this room with the 2 filming lights, those blinds open and those blinds open, it is 87 degrees in this room. It's like 85 out in the rest of the house. As soon as I'm done filming, I'm going to turn on all of the fans and the air conditioning because I'm dying. Okay, I'm gonna not be on my feet for a little while. I'm a little bit lower down, but it doesn't really fucking matter that much. I could actually zoom you guys out and it would probably be better. There we go. That's better-ish. Okay, so quickly, before I show you guys my filming setup, I want to quickly address some of the things that you're going to see in this room. So, my vanity actually originally used to be at this big window, but this big window, the sun rises into it every day, and I had like my lipsticks, which now actually my lipsticks are also on my little rolly brush cart, which get hidden completely from the sun, but like basically all of my lip products, my cream products were going bad rather quickly because it was being cooked by the fucking sun. So I ended up one day, my husband and I rearranged this room, and now my vanity is at this other window that only gets sun for a couple hours of the day. It's actually getting absolutely ravaged by the sun at the moment. If you guys saw any of my videos that I posted at the beginning of this month, like tail end of last month, beginning of this month, you would know that my apartment complex was having the covered parking outside of my apartment rebuilt because of termites. So yesterday I came in here to start filming, and I was bringing everything over here, which again, I'll show you guys what that looks like in a minute, but I was bringing everything in here, and I sat down on the armrest of this chair, and so I was facing my vanity, and I was like doing something on my iPad, and I looked up, and now mind you, for 2 days before that, I had opening shifts. So whatever, and when I say opening shifts, like I was leaving and it was still dark out, opening shifts. So the little bit of makeup that I was applying in the morning, I was doing in the bathroom because I needed like light, you know? So I actually hadn't sat at my vanity in 2.5 days, something like that. And so I'm sitting on this and I look up and I'm like, what the fuck is all over my vanity? Like, what is all over my vanity? And I call my dad, because I always call my dad when I panic about things like that, because I'm definitely an adult. And I was like, can you tell me what termite poop looks like? And so he explained it to me. And we have been able to deduce that there are termites in the ceiling only above my vanity. Only above my vanity. I actually, yesterday before I started filming, I brought the vacuum in here. I vacuumed off my vanity. I wiped it down really good. Because a lot of times when I'm filming, one of the cats will get up there and lay on top of my vanity. And I was like, I don't want them laying in termite poop. And I did that at about 11 o'clock. By 2 p.m. yesterday, there was already more on there. Now today, it is worse than it was yesterday. So I'm actually going to leave it untouched for now because I think one of the maintenance guys may come today, and that way I could be like, see, this is what it is. It wasn't in the drawers and it wasn't in the cabinet of my vanity, thank God. But I did grab some baskets, and I basically pulled all of my makeup out of there. So one side of this room is covered in baskets filled with makeup just tossed in there. So you're gonna see that. It's like a whole fucking process. If you also remember the flea saga, we're at the very tail end of that. I want to spray in here. I got this technically it's actually a spray you can spray on your cats. It's like just essential oils and stuff like that, but it kills like all life cycles of fleas. So my plan for the rest of the day, really guys, bringing you guys behind the scenes, is I'm going to take all of these baskets of my makeup out of here. I am going to take all of my palettes out of here. I have another, I'll show you guys in a second, like plastic drawer thing. I'm honestly just going to pick that whole fucking thing up and take it out of here. Basically, anything that's going on my face, my brush is out of here. Anything that's going on my face is leaving this room. I am going to douse this room in that spray, crack open the windows so the smell doesn't stick, lock the cats out of here, obviously. And it just is like one final hurrah for the flea cleaning, and then hopefully I should be done with that. But yeah, this room is an absolute disaster at the moment because of that. Also, just the way the room's set up, when I set up for filming, the room always just inherently looks messier than it actually is. Like, by a long shot. So, just prepare yourself for that one. But yeah, let me unattach you guys from my tripod, and I'll show you guys around, show you my filming setup and everything like that. Hello. First things first, I just want to show you this. It's gonna trip you guys out, but there is my monitor that you guys can see I hook it up to. I feel very weird filming like this. I get a lot of people asking me, why do you always look up so much? Why do you always look up so much? And it's because that big TV is my monitor, and so I'm always making sure that I am, as I'm looking over to it right now, because it's very weird to hold my camera up. But I'm always making sure that, my mic is plugged in, that my battery's good, how much more time do I have left on my memory card, all that good stuff. Am I in frame? Am I in focus? All that good stuff. So, as I just watch myself over there because it's easier. And also sometimes it's easier for me to see my makeup on the mirror, on the monitor, than it is in the mirror. But that's besides the point. Okay, let me, I'm 75% sure that I just didn't film any of that. Yeah, I love that for me. I had, see, there's my vanity. I stopped filming at some point, and I don't remember what I was saying. So, there's my vanity, the big tall mirror. I'm not going to show you the termite poop. This right here is the plastic one that I said I was going to carry out. It has all my palettes. You can see the bottom one that Lily just absolutely destroyed. My cream products usually sit in there, but they're not in there at the moment. As you guys can see, the baskets full of my makeup my beautiful brush cart that I love so much. And then for filming setup, I have my 2 filming lights. Usually during the warmer months, I actually only have one, and then I'll use the lights on my mirror, but my husband stole the cable and I don't know where he put it. So I am cooking in here because of that. And then obviously my makeup, filming stuff. And then over here are products that I've used while I'm filming that I need to set aside, so I remember to write them down for my product list, which I'll show you guys. Well, it's just a product list, so I remember everything that I use in the video. And that's that. But I want to tell you guys a funny story really quick before I wrap this up, so I just need to show you something backside of the filming equipment here. You can see the 2 lights. You can see Lola. Where's Lily? Where's Lily? There's Lily. Okay, so I just need you to note how tight of a space this is when I'm filming, okay? You can see the tripod legs. You can see this chair that doesn't have wheels, correct? Keep that in mind. That's important. I'm very upset with myself that I stopped filming at some point during that. So I probably left some things out, but it is what it is. Anyways, so when I'm done filming, the absolute always first thing that I do is I disconnect my camera from the monitor, and then I take my camera off the tripod, okay? That's very important to note here. I take my camera off the tripod. I'll take the memory card out, put it by my computer, and then I'll go charge the battery, and then I put my camera away. Yesterday, I was done filming, and I knew I was going to be off today, so I didn't fully tear down. I left all of my makeup over here. I left my mirror over here. I left one of the lights because it was out of the way, and then I moved this one over by my vanity just so it was out of the way, right? Put my brush card away, moved on with my day. Sat down at the computer to do something. I don't even fucking remember. I was editing or whatever. And then I went to go get up. Now, mind you, usually every other time I always move my camera tripod as well. I don't know why I didn't do it yesterday, but I always move my camera tripod as well. But yesterday I didn't. And so I was sitting on my computer and I was doing something, and I went to go get up for whatever reason. And I got up and my foot got stuck on the camera tripod, which is, you know, wedged right up against this coffee table right here, which isn't like the most stable thing in the world, but I mean, it's more stable than a camera tripod. So that was wedged up against this. I was stuck between my camera tripod and the wheelless chair, correct? And I was trying to get myself, and this happened so quickly, mind you. I was like, my foot's stuck. My foot is stuck. And then the next thing I knew, the camera tripod, this mirror, and that chair all went down. I don't even, and it was one of those kind of falls where it happens so quickly that you don't even notice that it's happening until you hit the floor. And then it was also kind of one of those falls where you lay down on the ground for a second and you're like, am I good? Are all my body parts in good standing order? And then my next thought was, okay, the camera's not attached. And then my next thought was did my mirror break? But laid there for a second and I was like, okay. And I stand up, I put the chair back up, I moved the monitor, I grabbed my mirror and a couple little makeup things that also went flying in the process. I looked down and I have a giant rug burn on my knee. I don't know what the fuck I hit my thigh on, but I have a massive bruise on my thigh now. And I wear leggings with pockets in them, and I went to go put something in that pocket on that side later that day, and I was like, ooh, ow. So my thigh is super, ow, fuck, that hurt. My thigh is super bruised, and I woke up this morning and realized, because this is on the same side that, so this side was the side that the tripod was on, and this is the side that the chair was on. And I woke up this morning and my shoulder, right here, hurts super bad. And so I think I must have tried to grab onto the chair to steady myself, and I must have fucked my shoulder in the process. Definitely things to work out in the future that I try to maybe have a little bit more space in here. Typically there's a chair with wheels in here, but my husband stole it. Again, he likes to steal my shit. So that's where I'm at. the rest of my day, I'm going to import these videos. I'm going to spend some time editing, cleaning. My biggest thing to do today is I need to, where that big window is where, you know, you guys saw the air conditioner and stuff like that, I need to move the fan and this drum pad that's over here, because tonight my husband and I are going to move the vanity back over in front of this window for the time being, because, well, I need to be able to get ready for work in the morning, and I'm not going to be doing my makeup where termite poop is. So that's the rest of my day. Like I said, I hope you guys found this video interesting, at least entertaining. I don't know, something. But yeah, I had a ton of fun filming it, even though it was really honestly no different than any of my other like sit down style videos. But I don't know, I like talking about stuff like this. I find it interesting. If you guys have any questions about the content creator process, anything that I've talked about in today's video, anything like that, comment them down below. I would love to answer any questions you guys have. And yeah, I'm gonna go turn on all of the fans and all of the air because I'm dying in here. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Please subscribe if you have not already. It would mean the world to me. Like this video, ring the bell, do all the things. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!